This is WVTM 13 Sports High School Huddle, sponsored by local Ford dealers.
Gotta love that. Thanks, Bill Clark. Another Friday night as we close out the regular season. Playoff positioning on the line. It's Pennington takes on Susan Moore. In 6A, Paul Bryant hopes to spoil Hillcrest's undefeated season. A win for the Patriots seals a division title. Mountain Brook trying to stay in the race. They have a showdown with Mortimer Jordan, who needs a win in the worst way. And let's go to 7A. Hewitt-Trussville making a playoff push with Spain Park trying to tame the Huskies. Thanks for checking us out. I'm WVTM 13 Sports Director Ryan Hennessy. Welcome into High School Huddle. We break the huddle with one of the best rivalries in Central Alabama. This year, a little more juice between Moody and Leeds. The Blue Devils need a win to set up a winner-take-all showdown next week. The Green Wave has to pull it out to stay in the hunt. Let's get to WVTM 13's Carrie Osep for our High School Huddle Game of the Week. Carrie, it was a good.
Hey Ryan, there's just something about these two teams, Moody and Leeds, when they meet up on the gridiron, you know it's going to be a great game, and that's exactly what we got here with a renewed rivalry with a lot on the line. You could feel it in the air before the game, the heartbeat of two neighboring communities who love their teams and love to see them win. Especially on this night, the Battle of the Bridge. Leeds with a 13-2 edge over Moody in the series, and the Green Wave rolling to an early lead. Quarterback Connor Big 8 Nelson ate up the defense en route for the Green Wave's second touchdown of the night. They lead 14-0. Not much later in the first, Charles Johnston drops a dime to number 12 Josiah Dozier, who dives in for the Blue Devils' first touchdown. Jake Gaines and Amon Lane happy from the sideline. This little guy, though, ready to throw it in, but his team sure isn't. For the second time of the night, 22 says deuces as he breaks past defenders. ZJ Dale gives Leeds the 21-7 lead. But time to switch up the mood. Johnston catches Kadarius Barnes in stride right in the end zone, perfect pocket. Moody cuts the lead to 21-14. These two proving that the Battle of the Bridge is a battle of the breaks. And the biggest break of the game came at the end. Leeds up just by 3 points. Moody could tie the game, sending it in overtime with a field goal, but the Green Wave blocks it, and that would be enough for Leeds to take the 24-21 win. You're looking at the final score right there. Couldn't have asked for a better game of the week. Reese Bittner getting that blocked field goal, getting the credit, but Jerry Hood giving the credit to his full team on what was an incredible win tonight.
Hey, what a great game. You know, this is what high school football should be about. That's a classy bunch over there. They played great. Our kids made a play, you know, there at the end, but that's how equal our two teams are. I'm just proud of both schools, both communities. What a great night here at Leeds, Alabama, and just wonderful, wonderful night.
Wow, what a win right there. Leeds taking down Moody. Southside also won tonight, so it sets up for an interesting final week of division play.
Yeah, Ryan, it's a little bit confusing, but with 1 week to go, Moody and Southside Gadsden play next week. Leeds still in this one with the win tonight. If Moody takes down Southside, then we have a three-way tie. So they're just making things complicated here in late October, but we love to see it, and we loved our game of the week this time. Ryan, back to you.
Carrie, thanks so much. Awesome game of the week. Over to 6A now, Region 5. Both
Of course, no, I gotcha.
And Mountain Brook coming down tonight with one loss in the division. They need some help if either of them want a share of the region title. A must-win for both Mortimer Jordan and Mountain Brook. Blue Devils quarterback Garrett Ames takes off on a nice run here, but he coughs it up. Take a look at this one. And Sparty, after the fumble, gonna recover it, and they're gonna capitalize on this. Jack King off left tackle. He's in for the score. How about more Spartans? There's a touchdown right there. They like that, and they need it to get into the playoffs. Cole Gamble rolling the dice right side. He's got Blue Devils on his shoulder. Grown man football into the end zone, and the final score, Mountain Brook would win 54-14. Parker needs to win to claim the division outright, and then they get in. The Thundering Herd romps Minor 41-7. And there, your 6A Region 5 champs. Let's go to 7A. Hewitt-Trussville, this is a good one. Looking at outside, looking in at the division. If Thompson wins tonight, they get that division. See what happens with the Warriors in a second. But out to Trussville, taking on Spain Park. Huskies 6-2, making a playoff push. It wouldn't take long for them to catch their stride. Peyton Floyd, dad's the head coach. He's the quarterback, and he can run as well as throw. Off right guard, finds the end zone to put Hewitt up early. But how about them Jaguars today? And let's talk about shenanigans. Brock Bradley hands it off, and the running back pitches it to Andrew Thornton, who throws it back to Bradley, launches it in the end zone to Chance Woolson-Croft for the touchdown. That's going to be Play of the Week nominee right there. Just madness on Friday night. Jags, not done yet. Check this out. A cut by Dakari Shanks for the win in impressive fashion. Spain Park an upset alert over Hewitt-Trussville, 50-29. Thompson rolls over Tuscaloosa County. They officially 39-0 are your division champs. Impressive right there. More 7A Region 3. Hoover, what a year they've had taking on Chelsea. Needs a win to stay in it. Bucks first quarter. Jonah Winston, the brother of Jameis Winston, and he's running all the way. I think you know how this one ends. Takes off left side to the house. Bucks up early in this one. Hornets trying to respond though. Carter Dodson finds Jackson Shuttlesworth. Takes this one all the way to the airport with a quick slant and a nifty pass right there. Going to be stopped right before it, but Hoover, too much. 41-7, the final score. In 3A, something's got to give between Seasonmore and Pennington. This one, impressive, and I'll show you why. Winner stays in contention. Loser is out of the division race. An early gut check right away. 4th and 1, Josiah Cover makes the grab, and Pennington scores first in this one. Next possession, Tigers time, and it's Cover again. This time, just put his hands up because he's wide open. Takes it deep in the route for 6. That's a touchdown. That's a win for Pennington. The final, we'll show you, it's 28-7. So things could get interesting. 3A Region 6, Susan Moore gets the division leader. Madison Academy next week. If the Bulldogs pull an upset, then they have a 3-way tie with Pennington, that is. Drama, why not, on Fridays with the playoffs in reach. Back and forth affair between Fairfield and Winona. Third quarter, Dragons up 1. Fairfield's Justin Murray, he's going to take it in for the score here. So the Tigers on top, they're dancing for a reason. Fast forward now to the fourth quarter. Murray again, remember that number because the cheerleaders, they have something to cheer for in this one. Scores from 6 yards out to stretch the lead to 12. Winona cuts it close, but Fairfield holds on to slay the Dragons in impressive fashion. A lot more to get to. What a game so far we've had. What a lot of great games. Hillcrest trying to run the table in 6A. They're a win away from sealing the division. Can they get it done? Plus, what if I told you a team dropped 94 points last week? Can Coosa Christian offense stay red hot? Highlights after the break.